Hello and welcome to episode 11. My name is Stephanie and I'm the creator behind the Crafty Dragonfly. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back and spending a little bit of time with me in my little corner of YouTube. If you are a new subscriber, I've had quite a few recently. I'd just like to say a huge thank you for you subscribing to my channel. It really does mean a lot to me and it gives me the encouragement to carry on and film these videos. So thank you for that. And if you are watching and you're wondering whether to subscribe, I hope that you stick around, you like what you see, and if at the end of it you're happy to come back again, then just hit that subscribe button and that will just give me some encouragement to continue with these videos. So thank you. It's a beautiful day today. It's very sunny, it's cold, it's -1 at the moment, and it's beautiful blue skies. I've just been out with the dogs and my hubby. We've taken them out for a quick walk around our village, and just so that they're quiet whilst I'm filming this video. So in today's episode, I have a couple of finished projects to share with you. I have some works in progress and I have some happy post. So grab yourselves a nice hot drink and whatever you're working on at the moment, just put me on in the background and you can listen to me waffling on. So let's get started. I'll start with the finished projects. I've made a granny square cushion cover. I've sorted out my craft room, and my hubby was sharing this space with me, but he's now since moved into another room in the house. So I've got my craft room back all to myself. So I was looking through all of my yarn stash, and my goal for 2021 is to use everything that I have bought in the past and not buy any more things. We'll see how that works out. I'm on a bit of a yarn ban at the moment, so I came across some Sheepy's Stonewashed XL that I had left over, and I wanted to make something pretty quick that I could use up some of my stash and that would just give me a bit of evening crochet that I could do without thinking about it, do it in front of the TV. So I've made the sides different, as you can see, the different colours, but that's literally just because I was using up my yarn, and I'm really happy with it. So I have done a really simple fastening, and that's just, it's sitting nicely in our lounge at the moment. So there's that one. And I've also I had a couple of Scapy's fine art whirls which I've had on my shelf for quite a few months now. I wasn't sure what to make and I was in the granny square mode, so I just thought I'm going to make a blanket and see what happens, how it turns out. Now the colours in this whirl are absolutely beautiful. Now I'll pop what colour it is on the screen because I can't quite remember, but it's a beautiful colour. I absolutely love it. So what I did, this has actually taken 2 of those whirls. Now it's not that big, to be honest. It's probably a baby size blanket at the moment. What I started with was the middle of the whirl, and then I worked my way out, and then when I ran out, I started on the second whirl, but I started on the outside of the whirl to try and continue the dark colours and then work back out to light and then back to cream, which is what's in the middle here. Now, the experienced crocheters amongst us will realise that, well, Steph, you've probably not had enough, you probably didn't have enough cream because of the size of the square. And you're quite right, I didn't. I ran out, so I thought, oops, don't know what I should do with that now. So I had to think about it. So I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do. I was almost at the end. I only had, I think, a side and a half to finish. So I had another whirl. It's not the fine art range. It was just a ordinary scapies whirl. And I can't remember. What is it? Blueberry Bam Bam, this one. In the middle of it was the colour that I needed. So I thought what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pinch some from this whirl and finish it off. So that's what I've done. And to be honest with you, I have had this whirl sat in my stash for about 5 years now. So I think what I might do, even though they are similar colours to what I've got, and so I don't have to buy another fine art whirl because I'm on a bit of a ban, I'll just use this. I'll use this to continue the square to make it look larger. And then hopefully it will be, I don't think it's going to be any bigger than a lap size blanket. But I'm quite happy with that because I think sometimes when you're just feeling a little bit chilly, or if you're just wanting to sit and take half an hour out of your day just to read a good book or just to do some crochet, just to throw this over your lap is quite nice actually. So, and I've got my chair in my craft room, which I can sit and just relax a little bit. So yeah, I'm just going to finish it off. I do love it though, it's beautiful, it really is. I also struggled with what to make with them because I did want to make a scarf because I'd found this beautiful pattern. But then I thought, well, I'll make it and then it will get put away until autumn when it needs to be worn again. So I just thought, what can I make with it that I can have out pretty much all year round, even if I don't use it. So again, it falls down to being a blanket, but I'm quite happy with that choice. So that's that one. Those two rather. So those are my finished projects. Now this is, I have got a work in progress for another blanket I've started, but I can't show that to you today as it's going to be a gift for somebody. So I'd rather show that to you on the next episode. So this is the embroidery section. I'm moving on to stitching. I was very lucky a couple of weeks ago to be able to join in to Nicki Franklin's Zoom mini workshop. You had to be a subscriber, a newsletter subscriber, and what you did, she sent you the link. So on that particular day, we all sat and joined in. Now, I don't think she realised how popular the mini workshop would be, and there were quite a few disappointed people that couldn't get in because she had I think she'd opened it up to 100 people and she got a lot more than that. So but she did apologise and she felt really bad for it afterward. So she did a Zoom mini workshop which you could just sit with a nice hot drink and just watch her for an hour and a half. She talked a lot about what inspires her to stitch, how she goes about creating designs, and then she showed you how to transfer the design that she'd drawn onto linen, and then she stitched in the workshop. Now, I'd already transferred it onto the linen, and I'd actually I'd drawn it freehand onto the linen. So I did learn something that day of how to transfer it on. This one is the language of flowers that she's inspired by, a film called Enola Holmes, which, if you haven't already watched it, go and watch it. It's really good. It's on Netflix. So this is the xeranthemum, is the flower. And what I did was I stitched some of it with her whilst I was watching the workshop, and then I just put it down and I just immersed myself in her workshop and how inspiring she is. So I was really happy to do it that way. This is the embroidery. Let's see if you can see it up close. And it's worked in a satin stitch. It's outlined. I outlined it in little split stitches, and then it's worked across the petals in satin stitch, and then in the middle you have French knots, and then the stem is I just worked split stitch up the stem, and then satin stitch on the base of the bud, and then again satin stitch on these petals. So it was really lovely to do. It was I did enjoy it, and I will probably put this in, I think, any small projects I'm doing throughout the year to do with stitching, I'm going to keep to one side. Some people put them into a journal. They make their own linen journal, and then they attach the pieces to each page, and then they put whatever inspires them. You know, there's like little notes and things like that. So, but I'm going to keep hold of mine, and I think I'm going to start doing possibly mini quilts or wall hangings or something like that. I'm quite interested in trying that. So that's that one. I've got a work in progress. I showed this to you on episode 10, and this is the first skate by Caroline Zoob, and it's from 2019. So I'm not far off finishing, actually. I've not got that much more to do. I'll let you have a look at it first. I've got a bit more snow to put in, bit of snow on the branches and on the ground, some tufts of grass to put in. And then the little girl, I've done the skirt. I'm just padding out the jumper. And I've obviously got the hat and the tights and the skates to do. And then that will be finished. So again, I don't think I'm going to frame it. I think I am going to possibly put it into a mini wall hanging or something. I think I'm going to do that with it rather than frame it, because there's only so many frames you can put up around your house. So I'll see about that one. And Happy Post, moving on to Happy Post. I'll just have a drink. Oh, I have got lots of projects, lots of embroidery projects, but I am trying my utmost to finish things before I actually move on to something else. So I am probably in the next episode, I've got some cross stitch that I'm quite keen to start working on again. I'll put a picture of it here just to show you what it is, but I found a really lovely YouTube channel. I'll leave a link to it below, but I'll also put a screenshot of it here. And it's called The Country Stitchers. They're in America. It's two ladies who have a channel that they talk about cross stitch and the works in progress, any finish makes. It's quite a big channel, but I just found it fascinating. I really love it. And Deb's, one of the ladies, lives in this beautiful cabin, and it's just stunning. She does a tour of it as well. It's really nice. So they have inspired me to get my cross stitch back out. So I'll show you that on the next episode, and hopefully I'll have made a bit of progress on that too. So moving on to Happy Post. This is a subscription I've signed up to this year by Nicki Franklin from the Stitchery. It's a monthly subscription that you sign up to, and this is January's. So if there's anybody watching that has signed up to it that hasn't yet received their parcel, then it's a spoiler alert, because I'm going to show you what's inside it, but it's all over Instagram what people have been receiving. So this is how it comes. This is the packaging. Nicki absolutely adores packaging, stationery. She's a kindred spirit of mine, because I love it too. So that's how it comes. And it's vellum, so hopefully it won't rattle. And then you get it like that. Ooh, it's just fallen out. Sorry about that. You get it like that in a little folder. And obviously that's the picture of the project on the front. And then inside you have all of the threads, which are all numbered, and they're all put on a beautiful card as well. The colours are just beautiful, absolutely stunning. And then you get the linen, which is also really good quality linen, with the design on that you can see. Just the outline of the design to show you the scale of the picture and where to start your stitches. And then you get the instructions, very detailed stitch instructions, pictures to show you, and a little bit about it. It's beautiful, so I can't wait to get started on that. I am holding off and being very good, because I want to finish the first skate, and then I can just put that away and I know it's done. So I am holding off on that. It's really difficult, but I don't want to. I just want to try and be a bit monogamous with my stitching. That's a big word for me. I just want to try and start as I mean to go on, and finish my projects as I go along, and then I can start new ones. So that's I think that's it, everybody. I think I've done. It seemed quite quick, that one, this time. So I hope you're all well anyway. And as I said in the beginning, if you are watching it and you're not subscribed, and you have enjoyed this small video, then please do think about subscribing. It doesn't cost anything. It just helps my channel, that's all, and encourages me to make more videos like this, and to keep making. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.